be here today because we're here for the official fourth launch of Weaving, Networking and Connecting to Life. But first of all, according to our program, we've got an item that's going to be performed by the Reverend's daughter, Rev Vai Ngahe.
Previous minister of our church, Avondale Union, I applaud you. And I have thanked you many times before, and I thank you again for the amazing resource, this place here, that has been revamped for the community of Rosebank, Avondale, during your time. As a colleague in ministry, I also applaud you for taking the time to stop, to pause, to reflect, and then to write down and record for others your journey, your applications, and your process of being Christ in the community, with the community. We as the church can use this resource for studies, home groups, workshops. There is practical application in here, theological as well as biblical references. And the amazing thing about it is that it is based here in New Zealand. It is Aotearoa focused. It has a Pacifica focus and will always be special to the communities of Rosebank, Avondale and also Manurewa. It carries on the legacy and the words of John Wesley that the world is my parish, not just within the four walls of the church, but the community and the world.
Rev Vai's work in Avondale is a testament to his hard work and collaboration in the community. He spearheaded the refurbishment of this church, the development of a community hub, a school homework centre and a youth justice space. He's now serving the Manurewa community with the same spirit and strength that he offered to all of us here in his years in Avondale. They are so lucky.
Rev Vai Ngahe is well known in our community or in our church as Rev Vai. We met and we know each other in the year 2006 when Vai first started his ministry here in the Avondale Union Parish in the Rosebank Peninsula Church. Mai and the wife and the family came into this place by the time we were rehearsing and teaching some Samoan traditional songs for dedication of a PIC church in North Shore. And we can remember the late Leao Sitia. Why join the group in singing? I wasn't sure at that time whether he knew what he was singing. But now I can assure that Vai is one of the fluent speakers in the Samoan language, even though he's Tongan. I have read your book and your work, Reverend. And I have found that it's one of the wake-up calls again for us servants of God to step away from our comfort zone and embrace our community with love, care and respect, and especially to help those who are in need.
The very first time I met this man at Avondale Community Board meeting, when he was first expressing his ideas and his plans for this building, for this heritage building and for this building of the present and the future, to the local board at that time, the community board. And he did it so eloquently, he had the local leaders instantly with him and following him all the way. And he comes up to me. He had heard that I was one of the mad heritage nuts of the area, should we say, and he instantly clicked on with me. Every time I see you, I smile. It is particularly precious and important and wonderful that you have launched your book this month, of all times of the year and of all years. This month, 155 years ago, the foundations were laid for the Wow Presbyterian Church, the very beginnings of the Avondale Union Parish. November of 1859, stormy weather, the community were getting together to lay foundations for the very first community centre in our area. And right from the start, that church, that building up on St George's Road, similar to this building, was all inclusive for community. It encouraged the first school in our area, which was not just for Presbyterians, it was for everybody in the community to learn both about God and about the wider world, so they would become equipped. And that's what you carry through with your work, which is illustrated here in the book. The book describes and continues that spirit of community and working together, which has been so important here in Avondale, and has been one of our threads of the mat, as well as the web of the spider, right the way through from 1859. So I'm not going to talk for long, I'm going to leave it at that, I think. I'm just going to emphasise that it is an honour to have been referenced in this book. I'm deeply, deeply honoured. And it is a very deep and real honour to be here today and to congratulate you for your book, Reverend.
When we come to New Zealand, my first job, Cadbury Confectionery Limited, as you know, is not too far from here. The Cadbury Confectionery Limited. Because I didn't have a formal qualification, the only job I can do is to clean as a cleaner. For 9 years, as a cleaner for 9 years, people telling me what to do. Just take this and clean and move the pallet from here and there. And I thought to myself, where's my brain? Someone else used their brain to drive me crazy. And coming to New Zealand with that funny tongue, and I thought to myself, probably I'll work in the factory and die in the factory because I can't change. So the Methodist Church of New Zealand invited the parishes to put our name through to ministry. And eight of us from the New Zealand Conference picked to national assessment, they call national assessment. So 8 of us being there, being assessed by psychologists and a lot of other people. I thought it was only about people doing the assessment, but the psychologists. I said, why are the psychologists? To check my brain. Yes, it's what the psychologist for, to check your whether you are capable of study, or you might better to go back to your Cadbury Confectionery Limited and do the hard work there. And I think 4 of us passed, and the other 4, unfortunately, the other 4 failed. And 4 of us passed, and I'm one of those 4. And I look around the store and said, what is your qualification? He said, one of the ladies, as we went through the assessment, said, I got a master's. And how about you? He said, B as a C or B as a A. B as a C. And the other one, they did all degree. And they pointed at me. And how about you? I said, I got PA, born again. I got born again. That's PA, stand for born again for Jesus. After that 1 year, Lucky was losing the assignment, the 3 boxes, see tick. One is distinction, one is satisfactory, and the other one is unsatisfactory. You know, I look at which one, you know, I look at it, oh, there's nothing here. Come to the satisfaction, nothing there, nothing. And I said, where's me? Having all those green boxes. Susan put the sticker, the yellow sticker. The yellow sticker on my assignment and said, your box said, see me. Come and see here. When you do my assignment. Using that sense of humor stuff, I'm still surviving in ministry because of using my stuff. We also, you guys always mention about the pushing the comfort zone. The pushing my, you know, when I arrive in Tonga, I'm here, you know, and I keep on pushing. It's a totally different man, because I was saying to me, you are changed now. He said, well, you know, I changed because of that, moving from here to here. And I'm encouraging you. Be pushing yourself. That's how you learn things. By pushing yourself. If I didn't push myself, I'm still ineffective. For life. So pushing myself. And I don't even know from no qualification in Tonga to be an author. Well, thank you very much for your time. And some of our colleagues say to me, oh, you are author, you are new author. I just think and then I was, you know, and I'll sign the book. And I said, why you sign the book? I said, I just put a cross in there. But, well, I hope that you enjoy. And thank you very much for being here. After this, we have a pie. And then after the pie, we go. But thank you very much for taking the time to come to Maro.
I was sitting back there and listening to our story, our journey to ministry. Rev Vai told me. It makes it out that our journey was smooth. But the reality, it wasn't. Because there was struggle from after reading the book. As knowing him as a friend and as a colleague, I'm wanting to say that Vai is an educated, well-thought, good thinker, very practical Christian minister. And I'm sure for those of you that will read the book, you can affirm the fact that I'm saying that Vai is really a very good minister. The Methodist Church is very lucky to have Vai as minister.
Congratulations on this occasion, Vai. It's brilliant. And I think it's kind of a critical point for us. I've read the book, but I know your passion for community. And at a time where so much focus is on congregations and parishes, you bring a whole new perspective where we go. And we're in the process of doing a strategy, looking to the future, where we go and how we get there. And I think the book's going to be a huge resource to the Synod and to parishes around Auckland. And I've been asked if I could buy a couple of books and we'll get them and take them back. So congratulations, it's great. And I think it's brilliant. Thank you.
So we were involved in an initiative called Manaaki Haupu that was enhancing communities, and that was looking to people who were in dire straits, whether they had lost work, and how we could outreach to people who had not been recognised in the community. We were one of those groups that came in at that time, and we brought with us people who were not of church, and although 50% of our group is from churches like Catholic and Baptist, and other groups like that. We've been working here in this venue, which is like a family venue for us since that time, providing workshops about plants, about orchards. Today we were doing some biodynamic art workshop in the atrium, so there's wonderful facilities here. We also use the computer room as a mini office, and that gets us out of our homes to a community centre, to a garden where we can talk and network about community work or community-led projects that are on offer throughout Auckland, and which more and more of our people here can access those supported resources. So I'd just like to say that your work and your legacy here continues. Vai met with us in the atrium today, and we saw the different ways different people are weaving that mat, and we are so proud of you, Vai. And thank you for mentioning us all in the book, because our life story is still being told and still being woven, and we salute you on this day. Thank you.
And now he mentioned he left a weaving mat, not finishing, weaving mat. So your legacy here is not finished, as far as I'm thinking, I know. So that means, who's going to finish it? That means you're going to come back and finish it.
You wondered what had struck you when you were invited to join the ministry training program of Trinity College. Well, as the person responsible for your training, I wondered as well. None of us quite knew what was happening, where it was going to go, how you were going to manage, and how I was going to manage. We didn't quite know that. And you also mentioned the yellow stickers. Well, Vai, you saw a lot of yellow stickers, as did most of the students in those days. And they were quite little yellow stickers. Well, I've got some yellow stickers here for you today. But they're big yellow stickers, because I'm figuring today you might have a lot more to write than you did then. These yellow stickers that I used to give to you, I'm inviting you now to give to others. They were a little tool for encouraging people to think more, because you know there's no right or wrong. That there might be different ways of saying things, different ways of writing things, different ways of doing things. But there's always more ways of thinking about things. So instead of putting distinction or, what was the other one? I don't even know what it was. What was the other one? Satisfaction or not satisfaction. I use yellow stickers that said see me. And the see me was an invitation to talk. Because I reckon talking is always better than writing and reading and things like that. So see me was an invitation to come and talk with me about what it was you were saying. So together we could dig deeper beneath what you'd written and find out what you were trying to say, or what things you could offer me to think about, or what extra things I could offer you to think about. One of the other things Vi is very good about is symbols and images and metaphors, and the book is full of those. Here he had two. He had the mat, that wonderful mat that takes such a lot of preparation before you can weave a mat. I don't know about that, but those of you who weave mats back then not even know how much preparation it takes to prepare the material to weave a mat. And so it does in the community, a lot of preparation. And a lot of different people weave their bits in, their different patterns. But Vi encourages us not to finish the edges off, but to leave them open, so that other people can keep weaving their patterns and stories onto the edge. It's a wonderful image for ministry. I'm very proud that you put your thoughts and experiences in a book, and you might even translate it one day into Tongan. But this book is a very concrete way of making good the promise you had of sharing the knowledge that you had. It's a very concrete, practical way of doing that. And I'm glad that you have. One of the things that Vi likes to do, as you know, is symbols. And he always used to light candles as reminders that the light of Christ burns in the church and in the world as well, not just inside the four walls. And that light lights the way into the path that takes us towards justice and healing. And so as we prepare to launch your book, I'm lighting you a candle to continue you, to shed light for you on your journey into justice and freedom and healing, and for the people that you will take with you. God bless you.
Before I can do that, we've got to get it off this table and get it out there. And so we're going to ask God's blessing on the book and on us as we take hold of that book and do things with it in the community. Step one is take the cover off. John's Gospel begins with the words, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." And it's with gratitude that we gather today to celebrate this collection of words, this book full of words. And we pray that God will continue to speak to us through the words in this book, through the stories and the ideas that these words open up for us. And so may God bless us also with insight, understanding and compassion as we read these words. May we be gifted with courage to act in places where love, hope and new life are needed. And now, as this book is set loose, may God bless it. May this book fulfill its purpose and inspire us to act for justice in our communities and to care for one another with generosity and with hope. Amen. Go book, keep the weaving going on.
But I'd also finally just want to acknowledge Vai and his family, because I know his wife and his children have supported him throughout this journey, writing a book and making huge sacrifices for him to be able to complete this. And also all those that contributed to this book, including the Methodist Church of New Zealand, the community, and each and every one of you. This acknowledgement is for you. Thank you.
Hey! Father Vai, can you look up? Beautiful, thank you. Good.